Where are you gonna go, Morgan? Because we just have so much stuff right now. But I would like to see you wear these shoes today, because it's pretty funny actually. Are you gonna wear them today?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. You've never seen a dog with shoes before?
We're not those kind of people, though.
Oh, that's very insulting to those kinds of people.
No, it's not. It's just we're not them. Just like we're not.
You know, honestly, I probably was that kind of person before I met you. I probably would have got Pearl some shoes. Katherine and Morgan just took off to go have lunch with some friends. I have a client call that I'm doing in a couple minutes. Katherine and I need to have a meeting this afternoon about a couple of things. I think that's all on the agenda. No other major appointments or meetings today except for that. If you sent me a message on any platform at 10:30 at night and you're like, Darin, we got a request for a proposal in today and we're just wrapping this up, would you review this for me? Because they want it by, they're having a meeting at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and this could be a $2 million difference in our business.
Right.
I'll be like, yeah.
And you might say, okay.
Yeah, I'll review that for you. No problem. That person that's like, oh, I don't respond except via phone calls and via this way, I'll just be like, yeah, you don't seem to like your clients that much. Are you getting the right type of clients, or are you in the wrong industry? Well, no, here's a great example, going really old school. Like Gary Vaynerchuk, when people would ask him, like, what do you do when you get the same question over and over again? He's like, I answered the same question of what wine goes with fish 100 times a day for 10 years of my life. You have to like to answer the question. Otherwise, you're doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Make sure that you're doing the right thing, you're in the right industry, doing the right activities, or it could be a marketing thing that you're not attracting the right clients and the right customers to you because you don't enjoy spending, like if you don't want to spend time with these people outside of normal business hours, you might actually be attracting the wrong type of people. From a TV show I like called Justified, and the guy goes, if you run into an asshole in the morning.
You ever hear the saying, you run into an asshole in the morning, you ran into an asshole? You run into assholes all day, you're the asshole.
What? If you're drained at the end of your day, you're either doing the wrong thing or you're doing it with the wrong people.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, and most likely it's probably the wrong people. I think that depends on someone's personality, actually, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. I've had some really crappy jobs, but they were with great people. I loved the people that I was doing it with. And so it was okay. If I could pick the best people, the people I enjoy spending the most time with, and it was just go dig ditches. Okay, now that you dug a ditch this week, fill the ditch back up this week. I think, okay. As long as I get to do it with these people, I'm fine. So this is something that I've talked about before, of being an approachable resource. and that there's a difference between approachability and accessibility. I was working with a lot of broker owners, broker managers, recruiters, and they would do this thing of, I'm gonna do an open door policy, Darin. Okay, that makes you accessible, but that doesn't mean you're gonna get like the truth from people about what's going on in their life, in their business, and in your company. If you're not approachable, it doesn't matter how open door your office is.
If I could take you up in boom boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you know. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Some questions that I've gotten from different places lately. Maybe it's in person, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, whatever. What kind of camera do you use? I'm going to assume you mean for these videos, this type of information that I share. If you're asking about real estate video when I'm recording homes, that would be a little bit more in depth, and I'm going to assume that you probably don't need that camera if you're asking that kind of question. So I got this question from my friend Jonathan recently too, and I'll tell you the same thing I told him. It's the Canon G7X. This is a nice little autofocus and point and shoot. So meaning you don't have to worry about different sizes of lens or how to focus on anything. And it's got a decent microphone actually. So this is what I shoot with 80% of the time. Canon G7X. What is a primary list segment? Got that question from a real estate agent because I said I got done emailing my primary list segments and had a little bit of extra time, so I emailed you guys. A primary list segment is we keep things separate. We want to match a message to the market. And our primary list segments in our real estate business are really three. We have buyers, sellers, and then our clients. I'm typically handling the buyers and sellers. People have shown interest in buying and people have shown interest in selling through our marketing that we put out. And then Katherine handles our clients, so people that we've already helped. Those to me are our primary segments. That's our audience. Here's the thing, if we try to have a message, if we said the same thing to all three of those groups, it wouldn't make any sense. Someone's looking to buy doesn't care about the same thing as someone who's looking to sell, and neither of those care about people that we helped buy a home 18 months ago. So those are our primary list segments. How do you find the extra minutes to record and edit and do all the things besides sell real estate each day? I get that question in person quite a bit too, and I guess I'd just say this is, how do you find the time to do anything that you find time to do? How do you find the time to commute to work? How do you find the time to watch television at night? How do you find time to read a book? How do you find time to do something on Facebook? You just do, right? There's things that you do in your day that you find time to do. There's things that I find time in my day to do. For example, Katherine and I watch one show together each week. It's on Thursday nights at 10 o'clock in Practical Jokers. That's the only time that her and I are really sitting down to watch television at the same time. So there's a lot of time that I'm not consuming stuff, which allows me more time to create things. So whether it's working out, reading, writing, whatever your thing is that you're looking to do, I'm sure you find time to do it. I find time because I find the time. I make the time. I guess that's the other thing. I don't find time. It's not like you're walking along and you find a penny and you pick it up like, oh, I found some time. You make the time to do it. Here's another question from someone that is in the real estate industry looking to help those in the real estate industry. They're sharing their struggle. My struggle is when I prospect for appointments with real estate brokers, they're not giving me the time to meet with them, or they wonder why they're not doing anything. So I think that's a basic marketing issue. And to me, my definition of marketing is something that's interesting, done in an interesting way to people that are interested. So let's reverse engineer that. First, are you reaching out to the right people? Are they actually interested? If they aren't making time, they're probably not interested. If they're not doing what you're suggesting when you're able to sit down with them, then maybe that's a messaging issue. And what I've seen from helping real estate agents and brokerages and small business over the years is sometimes I assume that they're further along in the process than what they are. In the beginning, I'd help them go, here's point B, and we want to help. We want to come from a place where, what are you struggling with? Here, I can solve that problem for you. Here's point B. When we haven't yet clearly identified what is their starting point, what's their point A, their rate, we don't know where they're at. They don't know where they're at. They're over here somewhere, and we're giving them this point, but we haven't really identified where are they starting at. And to me, that's a more powerful place to come from, because until you know where they're at, until they know where they're at, there's no point in discussing point B. So to me, it's like someone's lost in the forest and you're giving them a map to the forest, but they don't know how to get out even with that map because they don't know where they're at in relation to the map. Make sure if you're trying to help people that you're giving them a starting point, that you know what their starting point is, that there's point A. All right. Why don't you show more of what you do, showing homes, negotiating, meeting with clients like they do a million dollar listing and stuff? That's actually a fairly good question. That would be more interesting. I just said the definition of marketing is doing something interesting. The reality is, my reality, our reality, is we have a fiduciary duty. I mean, just saying fiduciary duty sounds like this is going to be a boring answer, and it is. We have a fiduciary duty as real estate brokers in the state of Washington to serve our clients to their best interests, not ours. And a lot of times that means that we need to protect information. I did an inside real estate show about this, where if you're a buyer and you're searching for homes, slow your roll on your social media posting. Like, don't be posting to Twitter or Facebook or Instagram a picture of the house that you fell in love with. You shouldn't be out there doing a selfie, doing a selfie with the house. Like, this is the one. That, if a good real estate agent is going to find that and share it with their clients and go, hey, I think maybe we can get you an even better offer because they really love this home. So the difference between what I do with making these almost daily videos and what you're seeing on $1 Million Listing, and first off, I don't know how much of that's real. Second off, their production time from when they film it to when it actually airs, there's months in between that. So the transaction has already happened. I'm doing these almost in real time, and I just can't give away what's going on with our clients. I don't want to make the mistake of sharing too much, which then gives up a little bit of a position, the best position for our clients. So, I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out a more interesting way to share more of the behind the scenes of what's really going on, but the clients always come first. How much do you film for This Is the Life? How much do you? I assume that means, and my assumption is because I've gotten this question in person from family, friends, how much time do we spend filming it? How much of the day do you really see in comparison to how much am I sharing? So I'm assuming that's how much time do I film? So first, I really only film when there's a little bit of downtime. So that means I can't do it every day, because some days work is a 12, 14, 16 hour day. And it's not only would it be impossible to film anything during that day, it would be impossible to edit. The second part then is how much, when I do film, how much of it are you seeing like how much of it is left on the cutting room floor? How much do I edit out of what our day really looks like? I would probably say I might only film 30 to 45 minutes. I'll give a really broad answer because I don't know what the right answer is there. It's probably 30 to 45 minutes of what our day really is. So it's not like I'm filming us waking up and going to sleep and then choosing parts of that. I have a little bit of time to film. I can get something here, and then I take that 30 to 45 minutes and turn it into 6 to 8 minute edit. Those are the questions and those are my answers. Thanks for your questions. Hope you like my answers.
Oh, life ain't a ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom boom, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Are you sure you heard her?
Yeah.
Did you see her?
No.
You didn't see her, but you heard her.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do this with your thumbs?
Yeah.
Let me see. Where is she? Where do you think she is? You don't know? Yeah. Oh, I don't know where she is. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi, I'm Megan. I got you frosted flakes.
What's that? That's Tony the Tiger. We talked about Tony.
Well, I would have gotten her the one with Tony on it, but I didn't want to spend the extra 20 cents.